thing working? I actually don't know how to use this camera. Okay, guys, hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am so excited to finally be starting this. I've actually wanted to start a YouTube channel for so long, but I've been so nervous and I don't know why. I think it's because I was really scared like nobody would watch me, but I've kind of had a mindset change the past like little while where I am gonna do YouTube for me and for my family to document our memories, for me to look back on. Honestly, almost like a video journal I'm treating this like. And if people want to watch, that is amazing. I really hope people watch, but like I'm not gonna put pressure on myself about that or feel insecure if no one is watching. So that's kind of where I'm at with YouTube right now, and I'm really excited. I have so many fun video ideas and I'm just excited for a chance for me to be creative, and I can't wait to show you guys what we're up to. So thank you so much for being here. I thought for the first video I post, I just wanted to do a quick introduction and like a Q&A so you guys can get to know me a little bit more and like know what to expect on my channel. So let's just give a brief background really quick of me. My name is Alexa Whitney. I am 23 years old. I have been married for about a little over 3 years, and we have a 6-month-old daughter. Her name's Gia. She was born in February of this year, and we currently live in Idaho. I was actually born and raised in Northern California. My husband was born and raised in Seattle area. So you're probably wondering like, why are we living in Idaho then? So we both came to the same college in Idaho, and we met probably like a year into that. That was back in 2017. We got married in 2019, and then here we are. We have a baby now. Crazy. So that's how I met my husband, and we love Idaho so much. So we both did graduate last year, but we are sticking around because we love it and nowhere else is really calling our names right now. That's a little brief introduction of me. Let me pull up my questions because I asked my Instagram and TikTok what questions I should answer. If you want to follow me on those, I will link my pages in the description. So definitely follow me on there. I'm pretty active on there like every day. We're gonna start out with how many kids do we want? So like I said, we have one 6-month-old right now. And I feel like I've always wanted 4 kids. Braden agrees. Honestly though, part of me like feels like I would be okay with 3. I don't know, especially after having one. I'm just like, I don't know. I go barely back and forth because like I want to have a big family. 4 would be so fun, such a good number, but then there's also a benefit to having a little bit of a smaller family. So sometimes I feel like possibly I could be okay with 3, but I have a feeling like I'll get to 3 and be like, no, I don't want to be done. So I'm guessing 4. That's probably what we want. Okay, how me and Braden met. So I kind of went over that a little bit, but basically we came up to school here. Somebody in my apartment knew one of his roommates in his apartments, and we just kind of started, like both of our apartments started just like hanging out. It was like during the summertime, and had a lot of fun, and I was just like not really interested in guys, honestly, at this point. I just wanted to just have fun. And Braden was kind of interested in me, but we were just like really good friends for the whole summer, honestly. For a few months, and finally I just gave in a little bit and we started dating, and then it was just, that was that. We were together basically ever since. So that is how we met. Not super exciting or anything, but all right, next question. Favorite color. I honestly have a hard time picking my favorite color. I feel like it's green. I just tend to like gravitate towards green, like clothes and like house things. So I think I like green. It's a very pretty color. What was it like getting married young? So I did get married when I was 19, almost 20. There probably was a lot of judgment from a lot of people, but honestly I just didn't care. I'm kind of like that. I just like don't really care, like honestly. what people think or say, because my happiness is all that matters, and I had my family support and my husband's family support, and we knew it was the right thing. When you know, you know. Yeah, I just didn't really care. I'm sure people thought it was crazy, but we obviously are doing pretty good. Did I always know I wanted to be a young mom? Actually, yes. It's funny, like ever since I was a little girl, when I pictured being an adult, I didn't think of like, oh, I'm gonna be like a businesswoman, or I'm gonna like live it up for a while before I settle down. Like only thing I could think about was being a mom, and that is like what brought me joy to think about. And so I always did think that I would be a young mom. I did want to make sure I got through college first, which I did. But yeah, I have always wanted to be a young mom, and it has been the best. Like I can't imagine like not being a mom at this point in my life, because it's just been the best thing I could ever dream of. Okay, let's see. Favorite treat? Okay, I'm not a big like sweets person. Like I don't know what it is, I just like can't handle like too sweet of things. This is a hard question. I love like cobbler type desserts, or like an apple crisp with like vanilla ice cream. Like I like that a lot. I feel like it's not too over sweet. Or like, I know this might not be like a treat, but like a homemade bread is my weakness. I would eat a full loaf of homemade bread before I like would pick cake, you know what I mean? So I really need to learn how to make homemade bread, because that is like seriously one of my favorite things. Best part of being a mom. I love it, guys, so much. It is the best thing ever. Of course, there are hard things, and I get overwhelmed, and it's hard not having any free time, or just somebody needing you all the time. But there are just so many more good things than bad. And I think my favorite thing is probably just like experiencing everything like through her. Like, okay, can I stop saying like 1,000 times? Thank you. Just watching her learn new things, how to roll over, looking at lights at the store, watching a show for the first time, like everything she's just so curious about, and everything is so fascinating, and I love that. And I know that's just only going to continue as she gets older and starts to like understand more things. I can't wait for like the holidays with her. So that's one of my favorite thing. And also just like having her in our family, like it's so fun just to bring her everywhere. She's just like a part of our like daily life, and it's just so fun to like have that aspect in our home and in our marriage, and it's the best. I love her so much. She's an angel baby, by the way. So that is my answer to that. Favorite baby products? Okay, I'm actually gonna do a full video on this. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned, because I'm gonna do a video going over my favorite baby products, and then also the things I regret buying for a baby. Tell the story of how you found out you were pregnant. Okay, so this was I found out May 31st of 2021, and it was the first month that we tried, and I was like, I think I was about 9 days past ovulation when I took my test. I know it was so early, but I really wanted to take it that day, because the next day we were driving from Idaho to California to be with my family, and I really just wanted to know before we showed up at my family's house. I didn't want to deal with like finding out while I'm there and telling Brayden and telling my family like all on the same like trip. So I was like, well, I'll just take it. I know it's early. If it's positive, that's awesome. If it's negative, I'll take another one in a few days. But it would just be really nice if this one's positive, because then I can tell Brayden in our own space, and then go to California and tell my family and stuff like that. So that morning, Brayden went to the gym, and I got up early and took it, and it was positive. It was a faint positive, but like it was positive. And I was like, no way. I just like did not expect to like get pregnant that easily. Like the first try, like I was just like expecting, oh, it's gonna take us like 3 to 6 months, and I was like totally fine. We were fine with that. That's why we like started when we did, but God had other plans, and we got pregnant and Brayden came home from the gym and I was able to tell him, surprise him. Like, it was just crazy. We're like, okay, well, now I'm pregnant. Now we have 9 months until we have a baby. It was just a wild feeling. And then the next day we drove to California and I was able to tell all my family in person, which was like so fun. I'm really glad that we had that trip planned. And then Brayden's family actually came up to Idaho like the next week, so we were able to tell most of them in person too. So it was fun and perfect, and we had our little February baby, and it was just, it's been great. What did I major in? I majored in marriage and family studies, and I really liked it. And I feel like as a stay-at-home mom, I actually kind of use that knowledge I gained in college quite frequently, and I probably will forever. And it's also just nice knowing I have my bachelor's degree to fall back on in case of anything. Our dream place to live. So this sounds like so like cliche, but I literally want to live in Idaho for the rest of my life. This place is such a family friendly area. People are so nice here. There's so much land. Like, whenever I'm out and about and seeing like kids just like riding dirt bikes and outside running around in the sprinklers, all the neighbors are outside mowing their lawn, like I just like want my kids to have that so badly. I just think it is such a good place to raise kids. So I really love to stay in Idaho forever, honestly. There's really no other place that's appealing to me more. I also hate the heat, like hate it. Like, I hate summer, and I really like cool winters and a little bit of snow. And so obviously in Idaho we get snow and stuff, and I want my kids to have white Christmases growing up, and I just think it's a perfect place to live. So I really hope we stay in Idaho forever. My husband works from home currently, so we can kind of live wherever we want as of now, and I just hope that stays like that and we can stay here forever. Next question. How did we come up with Gia's name? So her full name is Gia Bryn Whitney. Gia, we just kind of came across it. I have known a couple little girls with the name Gia, but it's always been short for something like Gianna, and I just liked the Gia part, and I think it's so simple and timeless and girly, but not like too girly, and I loved it. As soon as we found out we were having a girl, that's the name that stuck out to me. Brayden, it took him kind of a while to like settle on that, but eventually we did, and I think I was like 37 weeks pregnant when we like decided her name was going to be Gia, and I was so happy because that's what I wanted for so long. And then her middle name's Bryn, which is my middle name. So she got my middle name. If we have a son, which everyone pray for my husband that we do have a son, he will have my husband's middle name. So we thought the first girl will have mine, the first son will have his, and it's just a sweet family thing. So Gia Bryn, and then obviously Whitney is our last name. Let's see, hardest part of pregnancy. So I'm like one of the weirdos who absolutely loves being pregnant. So I really did not like a lot, but there are two things that stick out to me when I hear this question. One, I had terrible food aversions my first trimester. Nothing in all of the world sounded good to me, and I was like forcing myself to eat food because everything sounded so gross. I wasn't nauseous. I had never had like nausea. It just, food sounded so gross, and I had to basically force myself to eat. And because I wasn't eating a lot, I just kind of felt crappy. It wasn't like nausea exactly, I just felt really crappy all the time. But that luckily went away like right at 14 weeks. Right as I hit the second trimester, that was gone. And honestly, the second worst thing about pregnancy for me was like the last like week and a half like of pregnancy, when I was like 38.5 weeks and on, because I was so anxious to meet her. Like, I was just like, I had nothing to do. I wasn't working at that point anymore. I was just laying there uncomfortable and just dying to meet her. Like, I would literally like cut off my arm to meet her. Like, at that point, I'm not kidding. I like cried all day because I was like, I just want to have her. And the hours moved by so slow. I like couldn't wait for the night to come so that it would be like the next day, like a day closer to meeting her. So I I don't know if that's a thing for everybody, but I just absolutely hated that last like week and a half, only out of like the anxiousness to have her. So those were the 2 worst things for me. This will be the last question. I don't want to like make this like too long, but what type of content will I create on YouTube? So I have a lot of good ideas already. I'm gonna do obviously lots of like mom content, like I said, baby names I loved and didn't use, what's in my diaper bag, newborn essentials, things I regret buying for a baby, stuff like that. So I am gonna do some mom content, but I also want to do stuff like day in my life, vacation vlogs, like a fall day in our life, go to the pumpkin patch with us, make a fall dinner with us, like stuff like that. I want to do like some decorating videos for the holidays since those are coming up. So I have some fun things in my mind, but if you guys have any ideas or anything that you like want to see from me on my channel, please like comment down below and leave me some recommendations and I will gladly listen to them. That's all the questions I'm going to answer today, but if you guys have any like other questions, just leave them in the comments and I can comment back to you. But thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this, and I really hope that you guys subscribe and keep following our family along, because I have a lot of fun things in the works. So thank you guys for watching.